I could submit from lots of places. And I'm only getting better on my feet, as you guys can see. I'm gonna go back like a champion, and I'm gonna fix everything so that I can be the world champion, because I know I'm the best in the world.
And still undefeated, Tatiana Suarez.
Welcome to UFC Unfiltered. Please tell me that's on video. I've never been happier. I'm made for a fucking podcast. We're dangerous. Listen to me, we're at it.
Hello, Tatiana.
Hello, how are you?
How you doing?
We're doing good, but you got to be doing. Listen, you've been gone for like a year and a half, but not only are you back, you're back fighting for a title. Well deserved. You took out anybody they put in front of you. So nobody should have a problem with this. How are we feeling knowing when you come back that your first fight back is for the title?
I don't feel any different. I feel like it's just another fight, something for me, another challenge for me. I'm really excited, because I've never had a 5-round fight. And if anybody can do it, it's me.
You're not worried about, because again, I mean, every fighter is affected differently by a layoff. For some people, it's a good chance to rest and let your body totally heal and you're not taking any damage. And for other people, there's a little cage rust when they get in. Have you thought of that at all? Is it one of those things that you have any concern with, especially going into a 5-round fight?
No, I don't think about that stuff. I just think about the way I feel when I train. I'm, as long as I see everything, just like I do in sparring, my range is right, my grappling's on point, my timing's good, because, whenever I'm out of fighting, say I'm not, not in the cage or whatever, it's not like I'm just sitting on the couch doing nothing. I'm always doing something. I'm always working out. If my left knee is messed up, I'm doing something with my right leg and my other 2 arms. I'm always doing something. And, my mentality, my mental strength is second to none. And I think that plays a huge factor in fighting in general. And, when the bright lights shine, so do I. I always rise to the occasion. And I have so much experience in another sport too. I wrestled my whole life. I've had so much pressure put on me my entire life because, I was a female doing a male-dominated sport. So I think, a lot of times people were like, she doesn't belong here. She's a girl, this and that. And now, times are changing. And even though you still hear that sometimes, from people and stuff, from young, girls doing male-dominated sports. But, it's more common now. But when I was young, it was not common at all. I was one of the only girls wrestling out there. I've had people and I've had a lot of pressure my entire life, and I've dealt with it really well my entire life.
So a year and a half. I mean, again, some people are out for 6-8 months. You're saying you're staying busy. How long now have you been healthy? And you felt like, all right, now I'm ready to go.
Good since June of this year. It's just that the division, when you're at the top of the division, for some reason it's really hard to get fights, especially because there's not that many matchups. A lot of times, for instance, when I was healthy, everybody was already matched up in the top 10. You know what I mean? And they're probably not going to usually do a top 15 against the number 1 girl, something like that. So I had asked for a fight, and I wanted to fight Weili in August. I think it was August this year or September, I guess. But she was busy with obligations that she has as a champion and stuff. So, then that didn't happen, and then we're gonna fight Berna, and now I'm gonna go ahead and fight Weili in February. So, but I've been good for a while now. I've been training hard, and it's just that we haven't been able to get a fight because of the because of the matchups and stuff. The division's kind of messed up and stuff like that. Like everybody was matched up, you know.
Looking back over your career, August to 2016 to July 15 to 16, you took off 11 months. So I'm looking back like there, and there's been another period after you fought Amanda Cooper. It looked like it was July of 16 till November of 17 before you fought Pereira. So that's a long layoff too, and you wound up winning that in the 3-round decision. So like you've had long layoffs before. This is not the first time that you're coming back after a while. So I guess it's something that's familiar to you, and you know how to kind of navigate that.
Yeah, I had a shoulder surgery, so I came back after the shoulder surgery, and I went against a girl. I think at the time she was like 13-0 or something like that at the time. So, and I didn't think about it then, and I'm not thinking about it now either.
Yeah,
shit. Some people make too much of the layoffs. Like, obviously, you showing you could take time off and come back. You should be able to fight the way you're training in the training room. If you have enough competition time, it should be no different. So this fight should mimic your training.
Yeah.
Obviously, by your record, that's what you're doing.
Yeah. So I just trust in, I have great footwork. It's not like I'm one of those stagnant fighters that are just in front of you where I just stand and bang. I have good footwork. I have, good range because I'm long for my weight class. And I obviously have, good wrestling and grappling I'm a hybrid at this point. Before I was just a wrestler. Now I'm a hybrid. I'm great at jiu-jitsu and I'm great at wrestling. So that makes it real tough for anybody to be underneath me.
And the
hybrid just sounds bad. Sorry.
What'd you say?
The word hybrid? Yes, it's like a half machine, half person. It's great. Now you're fighting.
What did you say about What did you say about it, though?
Oh, I was just saying Australia. You're fighting in Australia. Again, a tremendous trip, distance-wise, huge time difference. Have you dealt with a time difference like that before? And how much time are you going to give yourself there to actually train and acclimate and get comfortable?
Yeah, so I've never been to Australia, but I have a lot of people looking out for me, really smart people, that know all about the time difference and stuff like that, and acclimating first before I go there, and then getting there, and then acclimating as well. So we're probably going to go for like maybe 10 to 12, 14 days before and get acclimated. But before that, we're also going to get acclimated here in the States. And so that, when we go there, it's not such a drastic change for us.
Yeah, I always forget people can do that here too. I always forget that. Like, you can start here, just get blackout curtains and sleep during the day. I don't know why I'm acting like you can't do it there.
Yeah, absolutely. That's exactly what that's exactly what it is. It's that. So just, manipulating that and sleeping in later and then getting up later and then working out, you know what I mean? Just like I would be if I was there. So when I get there, it shouldn't be too difficult.
You have really good cardio. Do you ever mess around with those elevation tents? Am I saying it right? With the sleep elevation?
Oh, they actually have one here. I think it's like, I don't know what it is. To be honest, like I have asked them a couple of times about it, so I think they're gonna try to implement it soon. I wish I had done it already so that I could kind of give you a little bit more about it. But yeah, you can sit in there, you can work out in there a little bit. So yeah, I mean, I could try to do something like that, for my cardio. I have decent cardio, that you are correct, but that's because of my training. Like I recently, looked at my heart rate monitor. I recently started using a heart rate monitor, so I kind of tracking my heart rate and things like that. Not that it makes not an end all be all, but it kind of shows like what amount of times that I spend in certain zones, and I'm definitely like, you could see that I am a grappler because I definitely am like at zone, 4 and 5 very, very, very. Yeah.